Hi everyone, thanks for checking out this lesson of Letter to My 13-Year-Old Self by Laufey. Finally getting the name right. If you would like to see a playthrough of this song, it is probably going to be the video that I uploaded before this one. So feel free to check that out if you want to first. Okay, this has some fairly standard chord progressions, like jazz chord progressions in it. So a bunch of 2-5-1s, secondary 2-5-1s, and also some kind of like rootless dominant chords. Okay, let's go through the chords to begin with. We've got quite a few to get through, so they'll be up on the screen as usual. Okay, we have a B flat major 7. Okay, so from the 6th string, you're going to be fret 6, miss the 5th, 7, 7, 6. We have a B flat 7, so a B dominant 7 chord. So you can go from here, and we're just moving this note back. So 6th fret again, so it'll be 6, miss a string, 6, 7, 6. B dominant 7. Then we have a B6, which goes 6, miss a string, 5, 7, 6. Right, and then we have an F altered chord. Now it's going to be the same root note here. And that's kind of just like for the voice leading. So we're going to be going on the 6, miss a string, 4, 5, 4. Okay, that's again rootless. The F would be here. It's kind of like inferring the 5 chord, but we're just keeping the root note at the same place, like the lowest in the same place. Okay, we have an E flat major 7 chord from the 5th string, and that would be on the 6th fret. So it'd be 6, 8, 7, 8. What's next? We have another F altered chord that looks a bit like this. So from the 5th string, we're going 6, 4, 5, 7. Looks a little confusing. But we'll go through that later when we get there. Then we have a C minor 7. Again from the 5th string, this is on 3rd fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret. We have an F dominant 7. So you can do it like this way. I tend to use my thumb and bar with my first finger, but the frets are from the 6th string, 1st fret, miss a string, 1st fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret. What's next? We have a B flat major 7 down here as well, so feel free to absolutely play up here if you want to. I just played it down here for some reason. From the 5th string, it's 1st fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Got B flat 7, so we're just taking off this middle finger, so it's going to be 1st fret, 3rd fret, 1st fret, 3rd fret. We also have an A half diminished, or an A minor 7 flat 5. On the 6th string, we're going 5, miss a string, 5, 5, 4. We have a D7 flat 9, so a D dominant 7 with a flat 9 and altered note. From the 5th string, we have 5, 4, 5, 4. You can also play it with a different fingering, so like that. I tend to just bar my first finger though. We've got a G7, so the same shape as the F7 from the 6th string. From the 6th string, 3rd, miss a string, 3 or the 3rd, 4th and 3rd. We also have a G7 sharp 5, where we're just moving up this note on the B string up here, but to do that we have to rearrange our fingers. So from the 6th string, 3rd, miss a string, 3rd, 4th, and the 4th, there's sharp 5. And I think the last chord will be a C diminished. So from the 5th string, going from the 3rd fret, then it's 4, then it's 2, and then it's 4. A lot of chords, right? Luckily they follow some quite easy structures, so there's only going to be like very small movements between all of them if you're new to some of these chords. Okay, let's get into it. So for most of this song we have a very regular picking pattern. In fact, we'll use the same picking pattern for most of this song. I'd say like 98% of it. Now what this is if you take like your B, you know, let's take the first chord to the B flat major 7. It's this sound. And what that is we're first going to be playing with a thumb, okay, on the 6th string. Then we're going to use our first finger on the 4th string, and our second finger on the 3rd string, and back to our first finger on the 4th string. That's the first half of it. It should sound like this if you repeated it. So kind of going down the strings and back. Okay, so there's the first 4 notes, and these are all in 8th notes, by the way, and we're at like 92 BPM if I recall. So we've got 4 more to go. This is where our ring finger, our 3rd finger, is going to play the 2nd string, so the B string. Then it goes back to the 1st finger on the 4th string, middle finger on the 3rd, and the 2nd finger on the 4th string again. So that the last 4 notes would be this. Right, so 3rd finger, ring finger, 1st finger, 2nd finger, 1st finger. And if you put those 2 together, so this one, right, with the thumb, and then the 2nd one, that's the pattern that we're using. So together they sound like this. Right, just on repeat. See if I can say this out loud. Thumb, 1st finger, 2nd finger, 1st finger, 3rd finger, 1st finger, 2nd finger, 1st finger. Okay, so that's a picking pattern, and it's just going to be, except from like the occasional last bar in like a phrase where we might ring out some notes and stop halfway through, it's going to be this. Okay, let's get to it. Intro. And so, well, yeah, the intro. We have a B flat major 7. Okay, then we're going to change it to a B flat dominant 7. What we've done really is move this note back 1, right? But that's all it's held to play, so you want to rearrange your fingers. That one can play that note, and this one can come down here. If you wanted to, you could also come in bar with your 1st finger here, and use your thumb, but from this position, you can do that, but it's just not as smooth maybe as doing that. So B flat major 7, B flat 7, B flat 6. We're going to be moving this note again, 1 down, but to do that we need to rearrange our fingers, so these swap. And then this F altered chord. Okay, one more time. B flat major 7, B flat dominant 7, B flat 6, F altered. Okay, that's the intro. And you can even actually let it ring out after like on the 5th note of that F altered. Yeah. Okay, so verse 1. We're going to be using, in the first time, the same chords as the intro, and then the last 2 bars, which you'll see on the screen, change. So we've got the intro, B flat major 7. This is the first verse. B flat dominant 7, B flat 6, F altered. Right, repeat. F major 7, B flat major 7, B flat dominant 7. Now it changes to the E flat major 7, right? And then another version of F altered. Now we should have gone through these chords in the intro, like in the intro of the video, so I'm not going to explain all of them now, but you can pause the video and check out the fingers I used. But that last part of the verse was the E flat major 7 and the F altered. Now, for those that are interested, this is an F altered chord because it's just implying you can hear the tension that is built up and then it resolves back normally to the B flat. And if I put the flat 9. Now what's happening here in this chord is we've got our flat 7, if we're pretending that the F is here. We've got our flat 7, we have our flat 2 here, we have our 5th here, and our flat 2 again there. See how nicely that resolves. So I'm just calling it kind of like a rootless F altered chord. You can maybe think of it as like a C diminished inversion, just with a different fingering. But I'm going with the F altered because that makes sense to me, and that's generally what's happening. Even if it was a C diminished, it's just a C. You know, a C diminished is just going to be somewhat of a rootless F dominant chord anyway to create the tension to go back. Okay, so after that part of the first part of the verse, we then change. So we've got the E flat major 7, F altered to C minor 7, alright, to F7, to B flat major 7. And as I said earlier, you can use this one or you can use this one, it makes no difference. Back to the E flat major 7. Then we repeat and just change the ending. C minor 7, F dominant 7, B flat. Now the change is at the ending. Go up the C minor 7, just 4 notes. This is where the fingering changes. We're just going up the string, so the 5th string, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd, and then one like kind of roll on the F7. And that's the end of the first verse. Now let's go through the second one, because they're ever so slightly different. In the second verse, the first 4 bars are B flat major 7, B dominant 7, and then rather than going to B flat 6, which we did in the first verse, we're going to go straight to the E flat major 7 and then the F altered, and that just repeats twice. So it's a little bit more simpler in this in the second verse. So B flat major 7, B dominant 7, E flat major 7, F altered, and it repeats. B flat major 7, B dominant 7, E flat major 7, F altered, down to the C minor 7 again, like we did in the first verse, F7, B flat major 7, up to the E flat major 7, and there's this passing bass note which goes, it sounds like this, and I'll explain it. Right, so it's just a passing bass in it, right? So when we're playing this E flat major 7, once we're pretty much done, well, we've played 3 beats, 1 and 2 and 3, and on the 4th beat is when we go down to the 5th fret. We just move our bass note down to the 5th fret, and then we come back to the C minor 7. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2. Right, so it's back to the C minor 7, F7, B flat major 7, and on the second repeat, we change the ending. We're not going to the E flat major 7, we're going to the B flat 7. So we're changing that tonality, which should be a B flat major, just like we're doing like the intro and the verse at the beginning. Now we play a B flat 7, up to a C minor, finish on the F7 so that ring out, and now we get into the chorus. Again, the chorus is very similar to like the intro and verse, meaning that the first 3 chords are the same. B flat major 7, B flat dominant 7, B flat 6, F altered. Right, and here it repeats twice. So it's very similar to the intro, right? B flat 7, B flat 6, F altered. Now it changes here to an A half diminished or an A minor 7 flat 5. Same picking pattern. Right? A half diminished. Then we go to a D7 flat 9 right underneath it. And we're keeping that high melody note. I play like this. Again, you can play it like this if you want to. Okay, and then we go to a G7. So you can think of that, this is like a secondary 2-5-1, a minor 2-5-1, A half diminished, D7 flat 9, G, it should be a G major, right, but it's a G7 in this case, and then a G7 sharp 5, okay, and then we go to a C minor for 2 bars, C diminished 7, and then to an F7. A lot of these phrases we're finishing on that F7, and we're not playing the entire bar with notes, right? We're just finishing on like the third beat, 1 and 2 and 3. And the reason for that is our F7 is the 5th chord in our B flat major key, so it's a perfect kind of resolution to come back home. Yeah, and with these altered notes as well. It sounds great. So that's the end of the chorus, and then we jump back into the intro again for like just 4 bars, right? So it's the B flat major 7, B flat 7, B flat 6, F altered, and then verse 3. Verse 3 is exactly the same as verse 2. It should be up on the screen right now. B flat major 7, B flat dominant 7, E flat major 7, F altered, repeat, B flat major, B flat 7, E major, E flat major 7, F altered, down to the C minor, F7, B flat major 7, E flat major with the passing note, C minor 7, F7, B flat major 7, B flat dominant 7 for turn around, C minor 7, F7, and then we play the chorus again. I'm not going to play it again this time. It's exactly the same as before, and then for the outro we just play essentially the same as the intro, right? The outro is B flat major 7, B flat 7, B flat 6, and then we slow down on the F altered, and we just let the B flat major 7 ring out. For that high note, my first finger's barring, kind of coming across from here, and barring and catching that high 5th string there for the major 7. I don't think that's in the recording, but I was just doing it. Okay, so again, I would recommend getting really familiar with those chords. Spend some time on them. Maybe play, to help with this, play a couple of different jazz songs. You're going to come across all these different shapes. These are the go-to shapes, all right, for your major 6s, dominant 7s, major 7s, even like the dominant 7 flat 9s. You're going to see them all the time, especially in like minor 2-5-1s, because that flat 9 resolves wonderfully. Not to that chord though. There we go. So get used to them. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below. Any recommendations on what to transcribe next, also comment below. I have a feeling I'm going to be getting a lot of Laufey recommendations because of the new album that's come out. I'm more than happy to transcribe some more of these, so please let me know if you'd like that. Okay, to get hold of the actual transcriptions, in PDF, guitar profile, and maybe even like an iReal profile, then head over to Patron and subscribe. And if you like these lessons and want to see more, please subscribe to the channel, click that bell icon and give me a thumbs up. Great. Thanks very much. Take care.